EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons.
For New Orleans.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run. Freeman. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56.
Hey, kill.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Quick throw into the hands of Hopkins out wide. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Prescott. That's complete once again to Hopkins. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Here's Freeman. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Mike, 53.
On play action, Prescott. His throw caught right around the 6. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Stephen Hauschka for the point after. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Saints nothing. Sterling Hoffman.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Harris on the return. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing out of the shotgun, it's Stewart. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Stephon Sullivan there, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Stewart on 3rd down. That one complete to Stephon Sullivan. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And what they're challenging here is the spot of the ball, and this is probably the hardest challenge to win.
So difficult because the speed of the game, the angles of the cameras, your angle from the sideline watching the play can often fool you into thinking that the ball should be placed in a different spot.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying like dragon. Man,
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 56. Mike, 56. We'll go 46, 46. Mike, 56.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me know what you got. Under. What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Check.
Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10.
29-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Stewart. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Saints.
Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
And the Saints 1st down.
Let's go now. Mike, team.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
Isaiah Oliver brought him down. A gain of 12. 1st down, New Orleans.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Falcons 7, Saints 0.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now Stewart on 1st and 10. He'll get this to his tight end, Troutman. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
Kamara on the carry. He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
Incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Lutz puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. For the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Prescott to throw it. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. To throw is Prescott. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Now Hausch can attack on the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
That's the score. Falcons 14, Saints 3. Sterling Hoffrichter to kick
now
off.
Following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. Now this will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
2nd down, here's Stewart. Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris.
Stewart's pass.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Stewart sets to throw. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A good 1st down call as the screen play gets them 9. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
At the 44-yard line.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our 1st half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Stewart. Flushed out right. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Kamara trying again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Stewart. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
For Michael Thomas. Incomplete. It's 4th down and goal at the 3-yard line.
And no no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Lutz's kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
They will throw on 1st down with Stewart. Open man is the tight end Troutman. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Stewart. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
2nd down.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Number 41.
They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Stewart now to throw on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the 3rd quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Smith. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
53 's the mark. 53. Check 53. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
They'll try and run for it with Smith. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. The left side completion to Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. He was Zach Bond there on the tackle. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Again, they'll run with Freeman. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
And 3.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field.
Kill. 47.
56, Mike, 56. Here we go. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. They can't have
Prescott now. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
10 at the 20-yard line.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Prescott. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Sterling Hoffrichter to kick off for the
Now following the touchdown, Hoffrichter to kick off. This will make it into the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 33-yard line.
Now Stewart, second down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw it with Stewart. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
Saints.
On first down, Stewart. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Charles Harris in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. From the gun, Stewart. Room to run past midfield. That's complete to his tight end, Sullivan. 22 yards there, a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Yeah, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now, Stewart. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Going to go play action. Here's Stewart. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Complete to number 88. Touchdown.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
And it's good, so that will get them back within one score.
The score, Falcons 21, Saints 13.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded in the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Caught left side, Hopkins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go one more. Mike 56. Mike.
Here's Prescott. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. That catch good for only a couple. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
I'm going back to you. Mike 56. Mike 56. Oh, here we go. Oh, 56 to Mike 56.
Now Prescott. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 11 yards there, first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
Let's go.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Good gain there on 1st down and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Freeman again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. All day, cut. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. Watch the run. We go 47. 26 Mike, 26 Mike. 26.
Here's Prescott. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. Now we get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Stewart gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. To throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Tonight's final score, Falcons 21, Saints 13.